What's up guys, Ronaldo here, and today I want to go over with you guys on which of these three different banners, guys, three different banners that come this weekend you should pull on. And it is really specific, and I will mention for each of you guys in which stage you want to pull for this, in which stage you want to pull for this, and when you want to pull for this. And I want to start off with this one because this is the most interesting one. It's two new legendary units, right? And a 10x. Then we have the 2x and the 1+1 event, right? Now, why would you go for 1+1 when you have 2x? I will get to that later. First of all, this one right here. Now, when I first looked at this, I was like, Titus sucks, Nazim sucks. Deimos is really nice. It's really nice. But there are so many good heroes for Guild Boss. But then I took a look at the legendaries and I was like, God damn, they're actually nutty. They are actually nutty. So first up we have Kineza, and I actually believe, even though some people might be more interested in her than in Kria, I actually believe Kria is the more valuable one out of these two for a lot of you guys. So Kineza is basically a fighter DPS who scales on attack speed. She gets these chi, 3 chi that make her stronger, and her ultimate is a low cost ultimate that works extremely well with this set right here. Where is our boy Pyrus? With this set right here. Which will make her deal a lot of damage to a guild boss, plus on top of it she will have a defense shred as well. So in terms of damage that she's gonna be able to do to the guild boss, she's gonna be quite potent. She also has another bonding skill, just like Vierna and Silas, that improve her a bit if you have a Salazar. So if you guys, for you guys that didn't know, Kineza, lore-wise, we're getting into the lore here today, is Salazar's wife. Yeah, Salazar is that guy. Yeah, he has interesting taste in women. Yeah, he has interesting taste in women, but of course he's another species, so I can't really judge on that, right? I don't know what he's looking for. But yeah, back to the skills. Like I said, she has dodge. She has a lot of attack speed. You want to build her on a lot of attack speed, and you want to just get her ult out over and over again with this, and get her with the set bonus to deal a lot of damage. So, and also the big thing is that 9% defense ignore. For per stack of chi that she has, she usually will have 3 stacks of chi in no time. So it's gonna be 27% defense ignore, which can be huge. Which can be huge, and which is why I'm not 100% sure on how I should rate her, how strong she's gonna perform in Guild Boss. Is she gonna be up there with Arrogance, Silitu, and Hex? Or is she gonna be a bit lower, right? It's hard to tell, but what I can tell you guys, defense shred is extremely good for the guild boss, and also for Salazar AMR fight, for you guys that struggle with AMR as well. She's Nightmare, which is the faction you want her to be, and this will also be extremely good with the set. So actually she is actually going to be quite strong, and I believe if you need some good fighter, I think it's a good time to go for this. If you're lacking in guild boss and you can't beat AMR, for you guys that don't know AMR is artifact material rate stage 18, I would recommend you go for this, simply because you have two units that are going to help you enormous, right? You have Deimos and Kineza. Now for me, both of these units are going to be not relevant, right? Because we can take a look here at guild boss. This is my lineup right here, right? As you can see, it is stacked. It is already stacked. I don't have any space for anyone else. So for me, yeah, I can't even put Vladov in there, who's gonna be my bleed applier. So for me, I don't need any more. I can beat AMR 18. So this is not gonna be the reason why I'm gonna pull for this, but there's another reason that you might want to consider this as well, and that is Kria. And Kria is actually nutty. And the first thing that I want to point out is her damage. Look at her attack. 5.2k attack. 5.2k attack, guys. That is an attack of a fighter usually, right? Mages usually don't have that much attack. Then she's an AoE mage and a cultist, which will be perfect for her faction as well, right? And then you will have her normal attack, which is basically similar to Comet. She just deals AoE damage to multiple units, but it's not as potent as Comet's. Then you have her ultimate that deals a bunch of AoE units to many units at once, right? 10 units is a lot, and so it's like a stronger version of Raiden's ultimate, not Raiden, Volta's ultimate. So that is going to be nice as well. And then you have these crows, right? So she spawns these storm crows, right? And these storm crows deal additional damage to slowed enemies. And so basically, with your cultist faction, you want to have slowed enemies anyways to deal more damage. And then she not only deals a lot of damage, guys, she not only deals a lot of damage, cause when a Stormcrow disappears, increases the hero's damage by 3%. So the crow is not going to deal damage anymore. Oh no, but the hero is going to deal more damage, which is awesome, right? So this is also be going good, but this is the part I wanted to look at. When her ultimate ends, enhances every Stormcrow on the field summoned by the hero, increases its attack by 20%, and then allowing it to inflict slow. So therefore, she will not only deal a lot of damage with her kit, but also be able to slow. With her ultimate, with her auto attack, with her crows, it's all going to be dealing AoE damage, and she's going to inflict slow, which is going to help your, let's say, Vierno out a lot, or your Zealous, or who else, Morgan, or Greed, and make you extremely like it will help you extremely a lot. Like it will help you extremely a lot in this aspect in Gear 8.1. But before I overhype her, guys, I think in terms of raw AoE damage she can keep up with the likes of Comet, right? Barely, but she can, because she also gives some utility. But Comet will be more versatile, so overall Comet will probably still be the better AoE mage because Comet can deal with Gear 8.2. If you've seen my video, like he just wipes Gear 8.2, while I think she won't be able to deal with Gear 8.2, for example. And Comet can deal with lots of other stuff as well, simply because it's insanely potent auto attack. This is just a side note. So while I think for Gear 1 she's gonna be amazing, and for other AoE content, I still think even though she's gonna be amazing, she's not gonna be on par with Comet and Vierna, but slightly below. And she's gonna do her job, and she's gonna do her job really well. Probably same is gonna be for Kineza. She's gonna do her job really well, just not as insanely good as a Silitu. But like I said, this can be actually quite big. This attack ignore can be quite big, and for people that use cultist, this slow can be quite big. In that aspect, these units can help you a lot in these areas of the game that I mentioned. And if you're lacking there, if you don't have an AoE mage, I think Kria will be a good, really good addition for you. If you don't have some single target DPS, Kineza and of course Deimos will be extremely good addition to you. But I think we've had better better 10x before, because we only have one really good 4-star unit, and chances of you getting the legendary are still there that you get another one. Like if it's a 10x event, it still can be a Shamir in the end, right? So keep that in mind for the 10x, which is why I really personally I would only recommend you guys to go for this banner if you need a single target damage dealer for Guild Boss and AMR, and also need an AoE mage if you need both, or if you need really badly a single target damage dealer. Because to get the 4-star unit that is buffed is a lot easier to get the 5-star unit, and it can be a bit of a bait because of these two guys, right? Titus and Nazim. It can be a bit of a bait. So usually what I'm going to do is you want to go for this right here, the 2x event in this weekend, simply because the 4-stars are not that insane other than Deimos. So most of you guys then, if you don't need to go for this, will go for this right here, the 2x. But there is a special occasion that you also want to go for this one. And that is, if you, let's say you make 2x, you do your 150 summons in, and you still didn't get a legendary, then you should maybe consider go for the 1+1. Simply because, no, you should go for the 1+1 at this point. Simply because the pity will hit soon, right? The legendary will come soon, and then the 2x won't matter anymore if the legendary comes soon anyways. But if you're close to the pity and you know you're gonna get a legendary anyways, you should go for the 1+1, simply because this way you will get 2. Last 1+1, what I can tell you guys, I also told people to go for the 1+1 because we didn't have a 2x and we didn't have the best 10x event. And all I can say is that I did like 3 multi-pulls and I got 3 legendaries in one multi-pull. Like I got a double legendary multi-pull and then the 1+1 offer as well for another legendary. Just for you guys to know. So yeah, this is basically it in terms of which units you should go for. So if you're early game, I think this is good. If you're mid game, I think this is good. If you're close to pity, this is good. And if you're late game, maybe you actually want to wait 2 weeks, actually 2 weeks until the next 10x banner. That might be crazier than this one, or just more specifically help you than this one. But yeah, that's it from me. I'm Ronaldo. I hope you will have luck this weekend on the pools, and I'm out. Peace.